Hi, I'm Gary Foreman, editor of thedollarstretcher.com. Today's Ask the Dollar Stretcher question comes from Christy. She writes, last year my AC bill nearly capsized my budget. Can you help me keep it down this summer? Well, Christy, that is a very good question. According to the U.S. Energy Information Administration, the average 3-month summer bill was about $400 last year. And here in Florida, where I live, electric bills can rise faster than a Saturn rocket coming off the Cape in the summer months. So let's see what we can do to keep your bill down this summer. First, keep the hot air out of your home as much as possible. Shutters and awnings, shade windows can eliminate 70% of the heat gain in your home. And that's so if you don't have shutters or awnings on your home, you might consider adding some. Close shades and blinds on the side of the house that's receiving sun, east side in the morning, west in the afternoon, and the southern one all day long. If you don't have reflective film, consider adding it. It's an easy do-it-yourself job. I've done it myself. It doesn't take really any fancy tools, more than a razor blade, it's something that you can do very easily yourself. And if you haven't already, caulk around windows and doors. That's another easy job for a do-it-yourselfer. Another place to attack is your attic. Temperatures in attics often get very, very hot. And remember, that's the air that's right above your living space. Add in attic insulation if appropriate. That's another do-it-yourself project. Yeah, it's a little nasty sometimes working in those closed spaces with fiberglass, but it's not that bad. If you don't have an attic fan or a ridge vent, that might be something that you'd want to add. Although that isn't so much a do-it-yourself project unless you're very advanced. Another way to keep your bills down is to move the inside air around. There's a reason that ceiling fans are popular. You remember the winter chill index, the wind chill index in winter. Well, create your own wind chill index in the summer. It's estimated that moving air feels between 2 and 4 degrees cooler than still air. You also want to help your air conditioner as much as possible. If you can, provide shade for your outside unit, either with artificial, like a piece of fencing, or perhaps a bush. A cooler unit runs more efficiently. You also want to allow for the air to circulate around the outside unit, so you don't want anything growing too close to it. Leave it room to breathe. Check your system to make sure it's working properly. The air inside coming out of the vent should be at least 12 degrees cooler than the outside air that's processing. Clean and replace your inside filters on a regular basis, monthly during the summer. That can make a huge difference. Keep your heat sources outside as much as possible. Sounds like a good reason for a barbecue in my house. And then look at your thermostat settings. You can reduce costs by about 5% for every degree higher you set that thermostat. That's so if you use fans and other things to keep it seem like it's cooler, you can set your thermostat up a few degrees and save quite a bit. I think if you try these tips, you'll manage to survive the summer without breaking a sweat. Christy, thanks for asking a very good question. If you have a question for Ask the Dollar Stretcher, we invite you to send it to Gary@stretcher.com. And if you like this video, please share it with your friends and give the video a thumbs up so it's easier for others to find. Thanks again, and we'll look forward to seeing you again soon on Ask the Dollar Stretcher.